Hi, it's Bob the Hippie Gardener, and we're going to talk about planting some sweet potatoes today. So I've got a couple varieties here. This is a white variety. This is actually a sweet potato from the batch that I grew last year. And this variety I got at the local organic grocery store, and it's a white sweet potato, a little less sweet, a little more aromatic. Pretty good though, it's great stuff. So I used these from last year that I grew last year with slips. These are from last year's slips. And I grew slips this year, and this is what I've got. So I'm going to plant 5 of these in here, in this big round thing. I'll let them take it over, because that's really what they'll do. So what I like to do is feed them a little bit as I plant them. So what I'm going to do, I got some grade A chicken manure here. I have some azurite powder. I have some mycorrhizal powder here, and I have some kelp over here. And so I'm going to use a little bit of each of these as I set these plants in, just like this. I'll show you what I'm going to do. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure your roots are not going to keep circling, so I like to kind of break these up a little bit. I think that's always a good thing to do. And then you just find yourself a place to start them. I'm going to start one right here. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to just put a little bit of this powder on it in the hole. Same thing here. A little bit of kelp. Put that in the hole actually. And a little bit of this local farmers chicken manure and sawdust, just a little bit. And so we're going to put these in here like this and cover them up as deep as you want, because they're vines. They're going to vine all over the place. So then try to get 5 of them in here. Make sure you separate the roots a little bit so they don't continue growing in a circle. There we go. And then a little bit of mycorrhizal powder, a little bit of azurite, a little bit of kelp in there. And some magic chicken manure. This is not your store-bought chicken manure. This is from a farmer who farms organically. And spread those roots out and cover them up. Get a third one here. Break up the roots a little bit. Now I cut these slips off several weeks ago and planted them in dirt. If you go buy commercial slips at the gardening center somewhere, they won't be in dirt usually. But I just did this one in the hole. They didn't put it on the actual roots, but I think they'll just do it the same. It doesn't matter. And I think this will fit 5 of them just fine. So we're going to do one more over here. And we'll put one in the middle. You don't want to put too much chicken manure in there. It's just enough to get it going. And then we're going to plant one right smack in the middle. These will grow all season. They will completely cover this bed and probably trail along the side of this bed, which is fine. Won't hurt anything. But I anticipate a bumper harvest with them. So, based on last year, when we grew slips from this same mother plant from the year before last. If you think about it, this is actual cloning. So this has the same genetic material as that white sweet potato plant I bought sometime at the end of 2023. And I've been growing slips for 2 years. So this is the exact DNA clone from that. That's what slips are. So that's how you can plant sweet potatoes from slips.